Hello, welcome to week 2 of Project Connect. Now, if you were watching last week and joined in, you know that at the start of this week, what we're going to do is talk about last week and the project that we set you. Now, before we go on, we had obviously said that without your participation, this wouldn't work, and I thought might put people off. Awkward. People might be afraid to submit their designs, and I thought I would maybe get about 3, 4, 5 max. We got 23. Let me hug you. Not properly though. You. Thank you so much. Honest to God. The fact that so many of you submitted to it, you were brave enough to do it. A lot of you submitted the reasons behind it and your text behind it, and it was brilliant. And let me know, just because I didn't reply to you doesn't mean I didn't read them all. I loved sitting, reading the thought process behind what you did. And I loved seeing the variety of all the submissions based on the one brief. It was brilliant, and it's just taken off the way I thought it would. In fact, it's even better than me and Kate thought it would. So I'm so happy. This has been brilliant. You know, tagging us in social media posts and telling us what you're doing has just been absolutely brilliant. So I am so happy. It's great. So let's discuss last week, which was Mr Springsteen, who had commissioned a pendant for his wife. And I said what I would do is I'm going to pick a couple and talk about it. So here's your introduction to our weekly feature, Connect 4. So this is where I'll pick 4, obviously, of your submissions and then discuss a little bit about them. And I've picked these 4 because of the diversity in them, and it's to show you guys that you don't have to just work in one medium. Okay? So first up here is Lorna Romanenge. So congratulations, Lorna. Lorna's one of our inkers, and I'm a big fan of her work. And I chose Lorna because just of her accuracy and the definition that she got in her wax model, which you'll see in a minute. I wanted to show you the beautiful designs. First off, look at the detail there, absolutely wonderful. And now the finished piece. I mean, the crispness and the definition that Lorna's achieved here, in particular in blue wax, which is the softest of the waxes that we deal with, is absolutely fantastic. I think it's a beautiful piece. The balance to it is gorgeous. It's simplicity, but it's been done well, and that's not an easy thing to do. So well done, Lorna. I think you've done a cracking job there. So next up is Eve Coburn. And the reason I picked this is Eve is the only person who submitted their design via CAD. And I thought it was very clever. And I thought that CAD was a very useful way and the perfect way to fit this brief of angles and triangles. So I was intrigued by it, and I thought that it was a little bit different as well. So again, well done, Eve. Next up, we have Susan Bannatyne. Now, you can see from the designs that it looks pretty bog standard and straightforward, but look what she made it out of. And when I mean that the designs were bog standard, I mean that they looked as if they were going to be made in wax or something like that. But when Susan sent me hers through, she had made them out of wire and cardboard, and I think that shows great resilience. Well done, Susan. So, last up here in our Connect 4 is Izzy's Star Kiss. Now, what I liked about what Izzy did was it was made in metal. which I think it was the only one that was actually made in metal. No, in fact, Joanne Boyd made in metal as well. So I like this one. You can see when it's been finished a little bit, and I really love the design as well. There was something a little bit different about that. So well done to Oliver Connect 4. Connect 4 there. God, can you imagine how happy I was when that jumped in my head? Texting Kate. Connect 4. Like the game. It's simple things in life. It's the simple things. That's why I'm popular. Right. So I suppose it's time to introduce you to our second regular feature of the week, which is Scott's Design of the Week. Yes, that's right. I actually spoke to Mr Springsteen, which was fantastic. Managed to get a wee Zoom call with him in New Jersey. And I showed him all the designs, and he chose this one. So it's a huge congratulations to Laura Vernon, otherwise known as Louis McGrews on the Twitter. So I loved the design, and then I loved the story that she'd sent through with the lovely accurate lines here. And then some beautiful execution with the actual carving of the piece, which you'll see now. Isn't that beautiful? And then this final shot, beautiful. Well done, Laura. You are our first design of the week. Congratulations. Actually making pendant for Mr Springsteen. I gave him your details, so he'll be in touch with you. All right. Okie dokie. For the rest of you, here's our third exciting feature, which will happen each week. And it's time to check in with our weekly sponsor and see the rest of the submissions in the gallery. Absolutely wonderful stuff. In all seriousness, absolutely blown away by your entries. Thank you so much for it. Thank you. Have I said thank you yet? Thank you to each and every one of you with my giant hands. They're that big in real life. They've shrunk. So thank you very much. But let's now take a look at this week's brief. So here it is, our Project Connect brief 2. So we see that client name, Miss Ocasio-Cortez, would like a little treat for herself, and she's got a good budget here. So the brief. Our client has had a few things to be down about recently and wishes to treat herself. She would like to wear a chunky statement ring that she can wear occasionally to special functions or parties. She loves the ocean and is inspired by the raw power and energy of the waves crashing in on a stormy day. The client loves sweeping curves and epic shapes and would like a piece of jewellery that is completely out there and makes a true statement. So how would we do it? Well, this budget allows us to invest a considerable amount of time into the creation of the piece. We propose that the ring is made in either 9-carat white gold or mixed metals with like a flourish of 18-carat yellow. The overall cost in any other higher grade of metal would push us over costs. So this is exactly what wax carving is made for. So that's what we would do. It's to create a beautiful, sweeping, organic looking ring that stands out from the crowd, that says, I'm awesome, but of the earth too. So saying that this brief is perfect for us. It's almost as if I wrote it for myself. Funny that. So let's take you through my sketching. Okay, so you can see we kind of started off just, and again, the way I do this is just a scribble and things fall out of my head, and etc, etc, and you can see the kind of thought process. We've started with things like this, which has progressed to the kind of movement, almost crest of a wave kind of thing that's happening here. Then I went a wee bit different, started just similar things, and then by the time I got down the bottom here, things were progressing a bit. This one comes from here, and then this got a wee bit different, but then things started going the way I wanted them. This with the kind of the movement, the shape, and I like that openness as well. And the same with this one, the kind of the curvature there and the movement, almost like it's like the crest of a breaking wave. I really like that. I like the chunkiness, the bigness, this, you know, you can see it being a potential statement, and also to try and make it as kind of organic looking as possible as well, to give that impression of movement. Whoosh, yeah, whoosh. So I'm going to go for something like this. Let's do it. Right, so I definitely think this is a job for this gauge. You can get the height and the shape that I need, so I'm going to chop it first with this big thing, and then carve away. So I definitely think we should have some ocean inspired music here. Right? I am sailing, I am sailing home again. So I've just chopped my bit off, and I can hear next door shouting through the wall here. I quite like where this is going already. And I like when that happens, when you just do something really simple and you can see in your mind's eye where it's going to go straight away. In fact, I'm done. There we go. Excellent. Next door dog barking as well. Did you hear that? So I'm liking that, how it's going to be like a wave. I never knew you never knew me. Say hello, goodbye. Say hello, wave goodbye. Okay, as you can see, I played about with it a little bit more with a special appearance from Rosalita and the cat. So I started to get a bit of shape and movement into it. Hold on. And you can kind of see what I'm trying to do up the top there. There you go. There's that kind of wave aspect. Now there's some light. There's that kind of wave aspect to it that I'm trying to achieve. Okay, so you can see that I'm just working away, carving, getting some movement out of it. See that nice movement as I roll it around there, and then the top of it, there'll be the crest of the wave. So I'm going to have a wee play about with that, and then I'll show you the results. Not in hyperlapse form, but just by the magic of video like this. Ta-da! Okay, I've been working away on this. I'm just about to stop for lunch, but I thought I would just update you on how it's going. Get in focus. So you can see that we're focusing on movement and epic sweeping curves. The kind of high bit there that dips down to the kind of, what I'm going to go for is a kind of like a crashing wave almost. I'm excited to see where that bit goes that's flashing away there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet here. But I'm enjoying myself. This is the kind of stuff I like to make. So, I mean, it's just handy that the design brief was right up my street, isn't it? But before I go and eat, I want to tell you about this. So I kind of mentioned this in passing last week, but it was about Project Connect exhibition, and it actually got me quite excited. And what we're going to do is we're going to try our best to see if we can make it work once all this is done. Don't know how, the logistics of it yet, but we really want to make it work. The Project Connect lockdown exhibition, where we could have, you know, Mr Springsteen's pendant, and then Miss Ocasio-Cortez's ring. So whatever medium you've made it in, please keep hold of it. If you've made it in wax and you want to get it cast, great, go for it. I'll probably cast some of mine. I might leave some of them in wax. But it also, obviously that's cost dependent and it's entirely up to you. But we're going to try and make it work, and I think it will be great to all of us to come together once this is over and try and get all of our efforts and our designs together to try and make a kind of Project Connect exhibition work. But stay tuned for that. So please don't get rid of your designs. Please keep a hold of them, and we'll see what we can do. All right. Okay, I've tinkered a wee bit more with this, but I haven't done too much more, and I'm going to have to abandon ship now and come back to this. But I've added a little bit of detailing around the back here, which then leads into this detail, which I may or may not keep in. I don't know yet. But something needs to happen with this big bit, because, you know, it kind of sweeps in arcs like it is a kind of wave crashing down, and that's the kind of vibe I've went for from the start. But it's just big and ugly and plain there at the moment, a bit like me. So I need to have a think about it and get back to it. But you can see the nice sweeps and curves that I've been going for, which pretty much is all I do. Again, one trick pony, lads. So that's where I'm at. I'm going to work on this throughout the week. I'll probably update you via social media and things like that, and I'll show you my finished piece next week. But until then, this is an exciting brief. I'm quite excited to see what you guys come up with, considering what we got from quite a tight brief last week, where it was regimented with angles and facets and triangles. This is wide open now. Look at my wee short arms. Just as wide as they go. So, ocean power, waves, natural flowing. Let's see how it goes. Remember to submit them via email, which is running along the bottom of your screen right now, as if by magic. Oh, better make it come back. So, thank you again to everyone who took part last week. Thank you in advance if you're going to take part this week. Please remember to tag us in, both me and Kate, Vanilla Ink UK and Scott Vanilla Ink. Remember to tag us in your Instagram stories and posts so we can show everyone else how good you are and what's going on, because it is brilliant to feel that community spirit, giving each other a hug, but only a virtual one because I don't like touching people. So I interrupt this interesting broadcast to let you know that during the filming and editing of this, some people were very late with their submissions. And I don't want them to miss out, so I'm just about to stick them on now so you can see them, so their hard work hasn't gone to waste. But please, can you get your submissions in by 12 p.m. the following week, so as in next Thursday, to give me a chance to collate everyone and then get you in the gallery, because this, funnily enough, 20-minute video takes ages to make. All right, the gallery part 2. safe, keep well, be kind. Peace out. See you next week.